Welcome back, everybody. Just listening to a comedy bit by the great comedian George Carlin recently, and he talks about whenever you get a pet, you know what you're in for, and he calls you just adopted a tragedy, and even refers to his dog. You know that they're not going to be around forever, and it's just it is a way of life. How do you how do you process the transition for your pet? What are they think? Wouldn't it be great to know what they're thinking? Are they afraid? Are they scared? Do they know what's waiting for them on the other side? Well, we can know if you call upon an animal communicator. And I've got one. We're going to learn more. Holly Starr joins us today on the program. How you doing?
Hi, I'm absolutely wonderful today. Thank you.
Uh, Good to have you back here. And this is somewhat fresh for you because your dog Sloopy recently passed, right?
Yes,
And this
yes,
is a
about 3 weeks ago.
and I got to meet through Zoom Sloopy because you were talking about essential oils and Sloopy was just, hanging out there and putting raindrops on Sloopy of essential oil. Um, I didn't know that she was closer to passing. I had no idea that you said that she was a little, she's got up there in age and a little slow. So
Yeah,
my condolences to you and your family for
thank
Sloopy,
you.
first of all. Um, as an animal communicator, what were you getting from Sloopy? What was she
Yes,
communicating to you as, her final weeks went on?
yes. So it started February, March, right in there. Started getting messages of, I'm just not feeling that well. I'm really tired today, mommy. I just want to be near you, mommy.
Mm.
And she loves me very much and has always followed me around anyways, but to start receiving those messages, I was like, okay, there's some older age decline here happening. So then I started to watch for the physical signs and those started happening, and so that continued on for a few months. Not ready to transition yet, just I'm having some difficulties here, a lot of days. And that continued. The physical observations continued as well. So then we went further on the vet side of things, got more exams done. They did find a tumor on her adrenal gland. So we knew that, at some point this is going to metastasize and stuff. So that is when I started having bigger end of life conversations with her, which I think is incredibly important for any pet, um, especially as they are showing those signs. I'm coming closer to the end, and so in those conversations with her,
Mm.
and I side note on this as well. So on top of this cancer diagnosis, she also became injured. Her spine was injured, and that that took place as well. So she has these two things going on, causing her issues on the physical side. So I started asking her my typical end of life discussion questions. So how is she feeling? Does she feel like she's ready to transition? And I was receiving the yes, I'm ready. I am extremely tired. I want out of my physical body. So from there, that was the energetic side of it. And for me, I wanted to be fully 100% um, knowledgeable about everything that was going on. So we did have an additional vet exam happen to clarify exactly what's going on physically. And then I also actually asked two other communicators to talk with her as well, just to confirm
Wow.
what I was getting from her. Yeah, because in those times our emotions are so high. I trust my ability very strongly, but when my emotions are really high, I need additional help from another communicator to provide confirmation that what I'm getting, yes, this is what I'm getting as well. So went into those 2 sessions without them knowing exactly what I was getting, without them knowing what each other was getting. And all three of us, she was saying, yes, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm very, very tired, and I am okay. As soon as mommy and daddy are okay, I'm good to go. Um, so I had that going. I also, I love to ask them, what are the signs that you want to use once you have transitioned to the spirit? I want you to be able to talk to me freely. So those, she gave me her signs. For her, she gave this big blast of orange. So the color orange, and then also these daylilies, orange daylilies. And it actually turned out through that communication. And then one of the other animal communicators brought up my childhood and a pet that I had in my childhood, which was a guinea pig. This guinea pig came in and said, I'm Sloopy from Holly's childhood. And the daylilies, the orange daylilies that Sloopy had shown me, are also from my childhood. They're a very precious flower that's associated from my childhood, when I also had this guinea pig named Brownie.
Wow.
Um, yeah, so all of this stuff was just coming together. So I had the signal from her. I had a deeper understanding of more of our relationship. And she also requested, that I allow her to come on to my council. So when I'm doing animal communication sessions, she comes in now and helps me out as well. Um, Going back to that signal of the orange and the daylilies. So she transitioned into spirit. We had a beautiful appointment for her um, on a Friday. And that next Wednesday, my family and I headed out for a long trip together. And when we got to one of our Airbnbs, not even kidding you, about 2 minutes down the road, a lady is selling the orange daylilies at the end of her driveway. And so, different signs like that have been happening with her. And I see that happen across the board with other clients as well. And it's just incredible. It's them reaching out and saying, hey,
Wow.
yo, I'm okay. I'm here. I'm here. Um, so
Wow.
yeah, that's kind of a brief overview of of everything with Sleepy.
I want to go back to the diagnosis with the adrenal gland.
Yes.
Did Sloopy give you any indication of something that was going on there? Like, mommy, I feel a little this, I feel a little that in that territory.
Yeah. Yes. So that's what she had been talking about for those weeks prior, was just this overall icky illness type of feeling. Now, because she is my own, at that time, my own brain was in a bit of denial. Anticipatory grief was starting to come in. So I did not do my own body scan on her, out of fear of what I would find, out of that grief setting in and things like that. So I was more in line with, okay, let's support her. Let's support the body as much as possible. We switched foods, all of that kind of stuff. I started her on different oils and things like that. So
Hmm. Wow. Does it surprise you that our animals give us insight, provide that information, that clarity? It's almost like they're, in a way, sort of like psychic.
yes, it does surprise me. And it's a part of energy work that I don't fully understand. How are they able to know this? I
Right.
do believe that part of it goes into, they are simply that veil that people talk about between the physical and the spiritual. I do believe that that is dimmer for them, so they are, with that, they would be more able to connect with their higher self and to
Yep.
connect with their guides.
I totally agree.
So
And
yeah.
I feel it is because they're focused. We're worried about making a
Yes.
car payment, the mortgage, kids, schedules, social media, TV,
Mm,
friends coming, that we can't focus. We got too much going on,
yeah.
whereby they have to worry about eating, sleeping, going to the bathroom, and 24/7 essentially, four paws down on the ground. They're grounded all the
Yeah.
time. They
Yeah.
just use their energy. They're watching, they're feeling, they're picking up.
Mhm.
That being said, want to ask you, if you want your animal to do something, can you send a mental picture to them of whatever it is and have them pick up on it and respond to it? Just like vibe whatever you want to send to them, as opposed to talking to them.
Yes. Yes. You mean instead of verbally talking, send it as a picture.
Send it as a picture.
Absolutely. Yeah. So animal communication is telepathy. So even if you are verbally saying it, those pictures are still going out to them. And that is, the English or whatever language you speak, the verbal words that they know are all about training. It's about associating the word with the action or the treat and training that knowledge. Everything else is telepathic, soul to soul communication. So you can verbally talk to them or you can send them intentionally through your mind and have it be nonverbal. And it's the same. They're one and the same.
Wow. Hmm. That's cool. I kind of detected that, and I've tried it a few times with my dog. Haven't so much with my cats. People tell
Mm-hmm.
me that, I love my cats. They're the mushiest. They're like dogs, especially one of them. It's a dog. Just acts the
Yes.
same exact way.
Oh yeah.
Uh, um, I haven't tried it so much, and maybe it's because I'm listening to the voices of people saying, well, they're not going to respond like a dog will to the mental pictures. They'll do whatever they want to do. I haven't tried it yet. So, my jury's out on that. But your thoughts?
So any animal is going to respond the way that they want to respond because they have free will. Cats love energy. They love it. So animal communication, it's going to work exactly the same with them. If you have a
Hmm.
cat that doesn't want to respond, then maybe that's just part of their personality, or they don't want to talk about what you're trying to talk about. But they will very much respond.
So, I want to give you a hypothetical that happened over the weekend and get your feedback on it. So,
Okay.
had friends come over, like about 10 people. We're pre-gaming before a concert. There's a venue right near me. So we just kind of all get together. And one of them started talking about a cat. And she's like, cats, no, they're like evil. Like they stalk ya. And I'm like, you haven't met Rocco. Rocco is the sweetest thing. Um, if y'all weren't here, he'd be up on the counter. He'd be kissing. If there was just one person, he'd be coming up to you and like, like put his paws up. Give me more. Give me more. Um, all the people and the voices. He was very, you know, apprehensive, poking his head out. Let me see what's going on over there. And then I'm thinking, what if I would have just have told him before they came over, hey, Rocco, here's what we got going on. Got a bunch of people. They're all friendly. They'd love to meet you. Would love to have you come out. Maybe send a picture of that. Does that sound ridiculous to
No,
talk
it
to them?
doesn't. It does not sound ridiculous at all. I do that with my babies all the time, and I tell clients all the time as well. Tell your pet what the plan is. they want to know because, so for instance, if you next time you have people over and it's that type of situation where Rocco might hang back a little bit because that's
Mhm.
overwhelming. It's like 10 people you don't know coming
I
into
get
your
it.
house. Cats are
I was
so,
overwhelmed. I'm the one that's
yeah.
got to serve stuff and everything, and I'm like, "Ah," and this one wants to talk, that one wants to talk. Like, I get
Yes,
it.
yes. So, what I would advise you to do for the next time and see how Rocco takes it is to say, this is what's going to go on. These people are coming, and you can visualize with him being out and about, calm, saying hi to people. And there's like however many people around. You want to give him the vibe of the room as well, and remind him this is safe, these people are friendly, these people are my friends, and you can come in and say hi. If you want to leave, you absolutely can. That is up to you. But yeah, I think he would be receptive to that. And
Hmm.
I hear that all the time from animals. I just need to know, what is the plan, what's going on.
I guess like your kids, you would tell them, hey, this
Mhm.
one's coming over. We're having a little gathering later. If you want to come down and meet everybody, you would do the
Yeah.
same exact thing. So treat your pets like your kids.
Yep.
Um, Sloopy, have you received any messages from the other side regarding Sloopy?
Yes. So I mean, Sloopy is an interesting experience for me because she is the third pet of my own that has transitioned to the spirit, and um up somewhere around 7, 8 something of like family pets that I've experienced. And so it's an interesting experience though, because I had quite a bit of anticipatory grief. So leading up to her transition. But in that time frame, I was talking to her so much. And I did my due diligence of understanding exactly where she was energetically and spiritually, and exactly where she was physically. And so I was able to combine the two and make the correct decision for her, but also have peace of mind. So what I'm getting at is Sloopy hasn't really left me. I just constantly feel her, you
Mm,
know?
hmm.
And I'm just constantly being, she's just there. It's hard to explain.
No, I get it. I get it. And this was my eye opener to spirit and energy. So I've worked with psychics for 25 years. I didn't try
Yeah.
to, it just came my way. I'm not like a psychic connoisseur, but the best of the best of the best. They got something. I don't know. And I'm
Yeah.
skeptical. You're a friend. How you doing that? All those years, I never really picked up on it until my mom passed about 5 years ago. And to your point, she's always around.
Yeah.
I ask for signs, and I've said this before many times. Ask for a sign. I get such specific. It's if a butterfly goes by and that supports you, wonderful. I need more, and I get her name shows up. Like,
Yeah.
long story short, just one of the last times I asked for a sign, um, I get a new modem in my office here. They just drop it off. I turn it upside down, randomly generated password on all of those that come from your cable company, and in that password, 4 digits dash her name dash 2 digits,
Yeah.
and not a very common name. One of many times I put the digits together, I moved them, I played with them. Haven't won the lottery yet, working on it, but I've still moved them around. It came out to the same thing: 7-11, 7-11. What the heck is going on? I mentioned to my
That's my
daughter.
anniversary date with my husband.
I asked my daughter, there you go. I asked my daughter, what do you think? And she's like open to this stuff. She's 16. She goes, maybe it's your dad. My dad passed when I was 21, sudden heart attack, dropped.
Mhm.
Um, 7-Eleven. I didn't realize it because he passed when I
Really?
was his passing date.
Wow.
And he was born on 3/7. It just all of this. What did it prompt me to do? I went to cardiologist. I think that was a sign from my mom. Never go. Um, yeah, they detected some minor issues. It's all good,
Mhm.
but I needed to go, and I think that was her way of telling me. Cherry on top of the story. I walk into the cardiologist's office. I'm like, "Hi, Steve, here for my appointment." I look at the woman behind the window, at the intake. On her shirt is a tag with my mom's name. It was her name. How do you make that up?
Doesn't it just it just makes me laugh. It's just like it blows my mind every time. Even just now, you
Well,
telling this story
and the
and it
7-Eleven and your
being
wedding.
my anniversary, that's another confirmation for you saying, yes, Steve, you're hearing it right.
It's a hundred
That's
percent.
your parents being like, yes, he got it.
100%. And I think that's also a validation of what you do and the energy, how you can pick up from maybe that was Sloopy throwing that down. It's like, yeah, you guys are talking about this right now. I want to just back
Yep.
this up with something for Holly. Yeah, here you go. But
Yes.
what are the chances? Like that's
Yeah. Yep.
blank and weird, but there is the demonstration of the energy that I believe when somebody's not here, animal, human, it's still around us. You just got to
Yes.
feel it. You got to ask for it. Um,
Hmm.
I,
Yeah. And the more I have found, the more that you open yourself up to it and allow
yes,
yourself to listen and experience and
yes.
accept, the more it just calms.
Keeps
It just
happening like it
calms.
did just now.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh
And it
man.
does that. It like whizzes in to your everyday life and you're like, what? Like, I just received that confirmation and it just makes everything feel right. Like, yes, I'm on the right path. Yes, I can keep going on this
For
path.
sure. For sure. I'll
Yeah.
bet if we kept going, we're out of time now. If we kept going, there's probably other things that would come up to even
Oh,
push
yeah.
push the envelope, the point, whatever it is. Uh, just crazy. And yeah, somebody can punch a hole in that, 365 days out of the year, and that, that was just random and it's a coincidence. No,
Yeah. No,
no,
you
no.
can punch a hole in anything if you want to. If
Sure.
you are going to have that lower frequency vibration,
Agreed.
yeah, we
Mm.
can.
Yeah. Again, that wasn't a butterfly flying by, which is fine if that's good for you. Anyway, uh,
Yeah.
how do we connect with you so somebody can potentially connect with their pet, either here or in spirit?
Yes. So my website is Holly Joy Starr, HOLLYJOYSTARR. And you can find me on Facebook as Holly Starr Animal Communicator.
Wonderful talking with you. It
So,
was so cool. Learned a lot, and looking forward next time we get together.
yes, yes. Well, you're gonna have to hit this topic again because I'm like, I gotta tell them about this and this and this.
Oh, I think we could go on forever. I really
Yeah,
do. And,
yeah, I agree.
I'll throw it here too. If somebody wants to connect with maybe a pet who passed, instant feedback, steve@gmail.com. Tell us what you got. You never know. We might contact you. All right. We'll talk soon.
Awesome. Thank